to the Rumble and Roar podcast. I'm your host, Lenoria, and this is
Shayna.
My co-host, Shayna, who's here with me. Yes. We are going to, today we're going to talk about COVID, but we have a guest, guys. We have a guest, and her name is
Lady Lynn.
Lady Lynn. Lady Lynn is here with us, and she has had COVID, I think, twice. We're going to ask her. And I know I've had COVID once. How many times you had COVID?
I've had COVID twice.
She's had COVID twice. And we're just going to make sure that we don't say the wrong things about COVID, because we don't want anything or anyone to say, wait a minute, that's not accurate. Wrong answer. It's accurate, because we are going to talk about what happened to us and what's going on with us. And Lady Lynn, actually, she is experiencing things that are going on after COVID. And I think that I'm actually going through a couple of things that are going on after COVID. COVID just is a booger. It's one of them damn real boogers that stay at the side of your nose that don't want to come down, no matter how you pull that off. I said that, yes I did. It's a booger. But anyway, hi, Lady Lynn, are you there? Hello?
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. We can hear you loud and clear. So, guys, we're going to dive right in. I'm just going to say, I know that when COVID came out in 2020, it was a terrible time for America. It was a terrible time for the universe. I think it was all over the world. Help me if I get too choked up, you're going to have to take it, because when I talk about my parents, I can't really, okay. So, but, COVID just, it was something. Everybody know that. 2020 was a trying, very bad year. It took out a lot of people. And two of those people was my mother and my father. And I have not been the same since. I did get my shot, and I got my booster. And I thought that, I would be okay and everything is good. As most of you know, if you have been following me, I am a daycare provider of, actually now of 26 years. And I had never got COVID. I never got COVID until this year, Shana. This year in February, I got COVID. And it had to come with me with a vengeance. And and it came to me. I had no smell. I had no taste, and no smell and taste coming from a seasoned woman like me who loves to cook for her man. I don't give him no little morsels. He get home cooked good meals, and I could not. I couldn't taste them. I was trying to put some cornbread together and my collards, and you got to know that they're right. I had to get my daughter and everybody in the house to taste it, Shayna. But a lot of people don't go through the same things. The symptoms are not the same with different, it's different with different people. But I had to get the daggone taste and the smell. And so it was challenging. It was challenging. I had to shut down my business because, I can't be around them babies with that. And it was something. But I hate the word corona. I hate it. And I have and rightfully so. It took out my mom. And it didn't take out my dad. He died from old age, but it took out my mom. So, I just hate it. I just really absolutely hate it. What I do know is, what I'm trying to do is just share with you the things that I went through. And then Shayna's going to explain and share what she went through. And then Lady Lynn is going to explain what she went through and what, we're talking about after COVID. After COVID did a number on your body, and you are trying to just go on with your everyday life. You're trying to live, and it's still affecting you. that's what we're going to talk about. And I think Lady Linda has a lot to say on that because she is going through a lot and it's still affecting her. But with me, when I talked to her and she told me certain things, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. She said, oh, that's COVID, girl. You're experiencing that because you had COVID, and that's the remnants or things that happen after COVID. And I was like, really? But you know, my eyes, they see different. I got my taste back. I got my smell completely back, everything back. But it just seems like you're never
The same.
You're never the same.
Yeah.
You're never the same. So I'm going to pass it to Shayna. I want you to tell, I remember you got COVID.
I had COVID twice.
Okay.
The first time I got it in one of my favorite places, I was in Vegas. And this was like 2021. So this was probably like August 2021. So COVID was still rather new. I mean, we were still wearing masks and everything. But my boyfriend met me in Vegas. And he actually, we came back home. Like, I was perfectly fine. He got sick. You know, he lives in Pennsylvania, so he got sick, and he was like, yeah, I went and got tested, and I have COVID. So I'm like, oh, shit.
I remember that.
Yeah, so then I went and got tested, and like, oh, I have it too. So I didn't have not one symptom until I got tested. I will say that. You know, I'm very skeptical about stuff. You know how I feel about
Crowds.
immunizations.
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely wasn't getting ready to do any of that. But I really, like, I'm not a sickly person. So even when I did get it, I don't think I really had. I had like a really bad cold. So,
Right.
Eating was an issue because whenever I get sick, I'm also anemic. So whenever I get sick, my appetite changes completely. Like, I won't even want to eat. I can go all day and maybe eat once.
Oh, wow.
And even when I do eat, it's like a small portion. But so I will say that my appetite was horrible. Like, I very rarely had appetite, and that's because whenever I would eat, I would throw it up.
Oh.
But other
With
than that,
COVID, you would throw up?
Yep. So other than that, the only other issue other than that was just it was like regular cold symptoms. Even the second time I had it, it was like a bad cold.
Oh, wow. And I remember that. And I with me, I had an appetite. But it wasn't, who wants to eat when you can't taste the food? But I did, because I love food. I love food, especially when it's good home cooked. The real deal, girl. But the thing was, when I cooked it, and I had my daughter to sample it, and my husband, and they're like, oh yeah, you did that. It still tastes good. I'm like, damn. I'm eating it and couldn't taste it, but I'm trying to think of how it would taste. And I couldn't taste it. But I'm going to, we're going to hear from Lady Lynn. And Lady Lynn, tell us how many times have you had COVID?
I had it twice.
Oh,
The first time it was deadly.
it was deadly?
Yes, they had to revive me because everything shut down.
Oh my gosh.
Organ by organ.
Were you in the hospital?
I was 8 days. 8 days the first time, 5 days the second time. What COVID does is it attacks the vital organs first. It weakens them to the point where you can't function without help. I had COVID pneumonia, which was worse because it didn't.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me say this to the people because they might not have heard you clearly. You said that you had COVID pneumonia?
Yes.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
And with that, they have to treat it differently because it does different things. When COVID pneumonia moves through your body, it automatically attacks your lungs, your liver, your kidney, your heart, all your vital organs. It slows it to the function where you need help to keep them going. So with that being said, the regular breakdown would be it affects your vision, your taste, your smell, your speech.
She said vision. She said, hold on. She said vision, taste, smell, and what else?
Your motor skills.
Your motor skills.
Your memory.
Oh, now that, yes, the memory.
And your thought process. And your thought process. You think about things. You know this, but it makes you think twice because you're not sure anymore.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard about
They
that.
call it brain fog. I call it scary.
Yeah, I
Because
know
when
this
you
one.
know a route that you've traveled for years and you're on that route and you have no clue as to where you are, that's scary.
Oh,
And for me, mine has gotten worse because what I have is COVID long haul, which means it does not go away.
oh
It
my.
gets better every now and then, but it will never leave. My smell can go out. My vision can go out. My hearing gets so bad till I'm asking you 3 times, what'd you say? What'd you say?
Dang.
Yeah, so, and now I still have the migraines that I've had over a year now, and they can't find out why.
That is
So
cool.
I'm having real issues, and I just don't know what else to do. They have poked, they have died, they have tested, they've done everything. I was on blood thinners, steroids, pain pills, anything they can get in me to keep my body moving.
Right.
That's what they gave me. It doesn't work. COVID is not a disease. It's a virus. You can fight a disease, but you can't fight a virus unless you have the antidote, and they were not given it. They were telling you to quarantine. That does not work. It kills people.
Well, the antidote to the COVID was the shots.
No.
You know? No,
It's
it's
never the
no.
antidote.
It was never the
They gave
antidote.
that myth. That was a myth.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I will tell you this. The shot helps. What it does, though, the shot, for those who go and get the shot, you're being injected with the virus.
It's just like the flu shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that won't stop you from
Now,
getting the flu.
Some take it well, and some do not. For those who do not, you have to come back to get that booster. Now, they're not telling the public because they're continue to take these shots.
Hold
Because
up.
they-
Wait. Miss Leanne, what'd she say?
Oh, I don't know.
I couldn't hear that clearly. Say that over.
I said the shots that they're giving you, it is not antidote. It is a blocking mechanism. That shot keeps you from dying. It won't stop you from getting it, but it will stop you from dying.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the only thing it does for you. It stops you from dying. Without it, you most definitely, depending on the version that you got,
Yeah.
you will die. You
Right.
will die. Period. But if you get those treatments, for me, I wouldn't take it. So it got really bad with me.
A lot of
I mean,
people.
it's
A lot of
weird.
people.
I was very-
They
yeah.
don't believe in that shot thing. A lot of people.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't want to either for various reasons. I don't care to put foreign objects in my body, period.
I know that's real.
Whether it's going to help or not, that depends on the body and your DNA. That shot didn't help everybody. People died from taking it. They didn't tell you that either. In the small print, it does tell you and or death. So anytime you do anything or take anything, read the small print. But getting back to the hand, like I say, it's a virus. It's much harder to fight because a virus can move through your body and you can't catch it. For some, they didn't. I had blood clotting where they couldn't draw any blood. I had real issues. And if
Jesus.
it wasn't for Northside, they saved my life.
Okay, Northside, a shout out. Somebody
They
here,
gave me-
right here.
Yes, they gave me everything. But you are still exposed when you go out. COVID is very real, people. You really need to take the advice that are being given to you.
So what do
You
you?
don't.
I'm sorry. So what do you think about right now, Miss Lynn? What do you think that? Okay, so this is what I read. You know that COVID today. They don't even treat it as something that you need to shut your business down, do a lot of stuff to. They treat it like it's the flu. They treat it like it's a cold or something like that. You don't even really need to go into a serious quarantine. Yeah. You just have to. You heard that too?
Well, so the last 2 years, my job has given us crisis leave specifically for when you
Get COVID?
Get COVID.
Okay.
They have taken that away.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
The reason they take it away, which is a problem for America and the world in general, is the fact that they're getting these people comfortable with, you're going to be okay. People, you're not going to be okay. You're not. That is still here. It is still very strong. It has mutated into something they can't even figure out. But there's a plus to that. For everyone who has taken the shot, you are slightly immune. Your system can fight it off without all the extra pills and shots and hospitalization. That's why they treat it so lightly. But the new version, it kills faster. and reacts faster.
Oh my God.
And the symptoms are different. They're like you may not even get a cough
Right.
or anything.
Right, and that's
You
why
wouldn't
they
even
don't
think,
let-
hey, I have it.
And that's why now I'm going, this is absolutely the truth. My neighbor is in the hospital. He's been there for about maybe a month and a half. And he's been doing pretty good. However, he and my husband, they talk because he calls and check on him to make sure he's okay, how is he doing or whatever. My husband called him day before yesterday, and he said, man, you know, I'm fighting and I'm gonna be all right. He said, but right now I have COVID. Shayna, Lady Lynn, this neighbor has not been in the public. He has not been anywhere but bedridden for almost a month and a half. How did he get coronavirus?
Let me chime in on that. That brought in by the mail you get at your box.
What she said? Wait, hold up. We can't hear you. What?
You're the mail.
Hold on.
Your mailbox.
Wait a minute. Miss Lynn, say it again. That what?
You can get it on surfaces. When you go to get your mail out the mailbox, if that carrier is carrying that virus, you can pick it up.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so you're
If
saying...
you go to the store or gas station or anything, you touch something, you can pick that virus up. And
Okay. So, no, what I was saying is, it had to be from someone in the hospital. Because he was not out. He's been there for a month and a half. Has gone from one room to the other, physical therapy, from his bed or whatever. He has not been out in the public. Okay. So someone in the hospital has given this man COVID. Isn't that terrible?
See, the second time I got it. Which I had cleared first.
I'm so sorry. You're, Miss Lynn, you're breaking up.
Okay, I said that is true. You can catch it in the hospital as fast as you can in the general public. I got my second COVID from the hospital. I went in for my checkup, and I walked up to the counter, and I'm like, hey, something's going on with the medicine you gave me. I'm not feeling it great. And she said, I said, I haven't slept in 10 days. She said, well, the medicine you're taking, let me see. And I gave her, she said, this right here is keeping you up. This one right here is making you nervous. I said, that's exactly what's going on. She said, okay, well, let me admit you. We're going to get a doctor. I said, oh, no, ma'am, I'm not staying here. In that instant, when she reached over and touched that pill bottle, I took the pills. No, ma'am, I'm good. I go to my car. Well, I try to go to my car. I didn't make it to the door. I made it to the double doors, and I started to faint. I literally started to fall.
Yeah, but it don't act that fast, does it?
Yes, it depends on your immune system.
I said, but it doesn't act that fast if you touch something that somebody...
I was on her, and there was all those other people in the emergency room.
Right.
I'm inhaling everything around there, and because I already had COVID, we had low.
Okay, wait, I'm so sorry. The last couple of things you said we could not hear.
Okay, now I said the reason why it hit me again is because when I was just coming out of quarantine, and I was only going in there to let them know
Right.
the medicine messing with me, and I need to know what I need to do. I'm not going to keep you. I said, no, ma'am, I'll go to another place. Been in that vicinity of all those other COVID people for about 30 minutes, waiting on them to call me to see me. So there's no time. All it takes is you to walk behind somebody and inhale.
Of course. That's why
I'm
they...
sitting in the lobby with a whole... So when I walked away, I started feeling bad. She said, you okay? I said, no. I said, all of a sudden I feel bad. So I said, but I'm going to go. So I walked back through the crowd that I walked in, and I got to the front door, and I stumbled. And she's like, catch her. By the time I got to the second door, I was going down, so I grabbed the podium that was out there, and I was holding the podium. And then came out. She's like, I got you. I said, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I kept screaming, don't touch me. Because I started feeling ill in your facility. So whatever it is in there, so don't touch me. Mm-hmm. And I stayed on that pole for at least 30 minutes, and I could see my car, which was only 2 feet away.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I finally made it to my car, I said in my car, I said, Lord, if you help me get to another hospital, I promise you I'm going to take everything from me. And that's when I went to Northside. And when I got there, I couldn't tell him my name. I couldn't tell him how I got it. I didn't have anything. I just looked at the lady crying.
Oh,
and
my.
she kept saying, don't cry, don't cry. I didn't. And then when I came
Wait. You said you did not what?
I didn't respond for 3 days. I don't know what was going on during those 3 days, but when I woke up crying the same way I went to, the same way I passed out.
And you don't do drugs, do you?
Of course not.
No, I don't know. No, I'm asking because these viewers are probably like, wait a minute, where? No,
it's the fact that I was reinfected, and because I had never gotten over the first time, it brought it back quicker because it was never gone. Long haul means it's still in your system.
Right.
Any given thing, it can show up. You can show up with you getting lost on the way home.
Yeah.
It can show up with you losing your speech.
Yeah.
It can show up with you losing your vision,
Yeah.
your taste, and your smell. All of that will reoccur at any time it feels like it. And you can't do anything but wait through it.
So what do they call that? The after COVID or?
Long haul. It's called COVID long haul. They can Google it. It'll give you all the things. But the only problem is there's nothing they can do about that. You have to be strong enough to muster through that.
Oh my gosh,
And the
Shayna.
crazy part about it is, this is not a weak or strong virus. It gets the strong. It gets the weak.
Yeah.
It gets the world.
It
People
doesn't.
understand.
Hey, in a nutshell, Miss Lynn, it doesn't discriminate. But can you?
No.
What
Don't
do you?
have no name on it.
But this is crazy to me. It's crazy.
But chiming in, the crazy part is the government won't tell the whole story about it. They don't have a real fix on this. They just give you stories to make you comfortable. And I understand that because there would be mass panic if they told you the whole truth and nothing but. So my advice to the general public and the world, please take your own action. You medicate. You cover up. You clean your hands. You don't touch this.
Right.
You can treat it like a cold.
Wear your mask. Take your vitamins. Take your. Yeah, I get it. I agree with that. And that's why they tell you the mask is not just for the person that
Right.
is. It's for you. It's for and it's for the person. You wear that mask. Yeah. Yes.
But you know the weird thing about it is, those in-home remedies that you take, it worked as effective as the medicine the doctors are giving you. They're not telling you that.
But I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who do. They would rather. Now we one thing we can't do. We can't get into the home remedy thing of it. We can't. I don't even want to speak on that because YouTube is not. We don't do that. But what we're gonna say is, people just doing the shot will help because it'll help you from dying. So to go get your get your shots is good if you believe in it. If you don't, then take your whatever you need to do. Just try to keep yourself healthy at home. But we are not condoling anyone. We're not telling anyone to don't take the shot. We're not telling anyone to take a certain thing at home to help them because we don't know. We don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is at home, do your hydration. Do what keeps you healthy.
Yes, drink your
By all
water.
means, you must see a doctor. If you feel it's going south, you need to see a doctor regardless so they can tell you what's really going on. Because it may be a hard, ugly case of the flu.
Right.
You won't know.
Right.
So no, I'm not saying not to go to the doctor. What I'm saying is when you're at home, when you have that time, sit at home, make you a tea.
Yeah.
Make you something that works for you.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to medicate so much because medication also breaks your body down.
Yeah. Well, we want to. Yeah. And exactly. I hear what you're saying. Taking vitamins and just doing what your doctor says do. They're going to recommend the shot because it'll keep you from dying at least. And the doctors pretty much should know best. They are educated and they know what's going on. And that's what you should do is do what they say. And yes, you got to be smart and just keep yourself, try to exercise and take the vitamins and take the things that you need to do. But we're not telling people what to do and what to take because I remember we had a monkeypox one and it was taken off because we were saying that home remedy stuff is good. So that's not what we're saying. We're not saying, don't take the shot and do your home remedy. That's untrue. No. it's who you are and what you believe in. Now, I have taken the shot, I have taken the booster, and I am good, and I thank God. I did contract coronavirus, but I didn't die. My mother died, you know. However, you just have to go with what you believe and what you think, and listen to your physicians and your doctors. And if that's not something you do or don't do for religious reasons, it's okay. But we're not telling you to take something different or do anything different, because we are not doctors, and that's not what we're here for. What we're trying to do is just let you know that coronavirus is still so real. It is active and it's live and it's out there, and they are treating it different. I know that because I remember
They have to. It's different variants. They've come out with so
Yes.
many. There's so many different variants of it. It's like we really don't know what to do, honestly, because it's what is the word, like it's just morphing into something else.
Right.
It's like once we figure
It's
out how to
mutating.
mutating, that's the word. Okay, so once we figure out what we can do for this variant, here comes
Another one.
2.5.
yes.
So it's crazy. I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed flying Delta round trip for $200 after COVID. I thoroughly
Delta.
enjoyed. I still work from home about 75% of the month. So I have thoroughly enjoyed the outcomes of it. You know, I definitely love when school opened back up. Because at that time my son was like 2. And I just was like, wow.
Yeah, you're like, Buttram, you opening up this week?
Put us on the
Buttram.
list. She was like, are young guys coming back? Yes, we are. Put us at the top of the list, please. Jeez.
I was missing my baby though. I was missing just work and the routine, and girl, that was a time back in 2020, guys.
Yes, it definitely took people out of the norm.
It did.
It put us in a different mindset too. It sat us down
Oh, yeah.
because nothing really has been able to sit people down. It sat us down so you can hopefully do some self-reflection.
Yes.
And now everybody has streamlined their routine to a different tune. It's like, okay, I don't do that anymore. But now that they've opened everything back up, everybody's just like, well, shit, we back to normal.
Right,
now.
we're back to normal. You know what? Guys? I know this is off subject. However, when I tell you, the people that were wise enough to take the government money, the time and space and everything that they had in 2020 and apply it to trying to do something that people needed, and now they're on top of the world. A lot of people that started businesses and did things cyberspace, you know, and just put stuff out when they were in 2020 at home, just doing their own thing in their house. People needed stuff to watch. So they were watching them. These people are doing exceptionally well.
I know. I wish I would have got me a PPP
They're
loan.
thriving because they took what they had and put it to good use.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That all I know is everybody that I know that started something in 2020, their business right now is doing exceptionally well. And, you know, there are people that are
For
starting.
me, it was a different route. I lost my job because I wasn't able to stand. And
Right now, and like you're saying, yeah.
Huh?
And like you're saying, Miss Lynn, on the flip side of that, there are some people who actually really exceeded in 2020 because, hey, they had people were trying to find different stuff to watch. They were tired of watching the same thing and trying to find sitcoms and trying to find just stuff. And then on the flip side of it, there are people that lost a lot because business were closing. You lost your job because that job closed down. You didn't have a business. People losing family members. And every time I say this, I have to take a swallow or a deep breath because I lost my mother. So it's just 2020 was something. It was a trying year. But what I do know is the people that started a business in 2020, Shayna, in 2020, because they were just tired of looking at the same stuff. Those people, anybody you know, and this is not, I just believe, this is what I feel. It's not, I don't know for sure, certain. But people that started a business in 2020, if you just ask them, when did you open your business? When did you do? If they say 2020, they are doing really well. Because they did it when people needed it. They were craving something different other than the four walls of their home. And the kids were there and they couldn't get out to go to school and they needed something different. So whatever new, if you came up with something new, you could have been farting. They would have been like, ooh, look at them fart. You know, I had to do that. But people were like, just give me something. I know I was like, oh my gosh, just entertainment, something. So kudos and hats off to the people that knew that, hey, wait a minute. People are tired of this. Let's give them something else to watch. And they did. And when they did, look at them now. OMG. So now the people that are coming behind them and we're trying to start stuff, it's really hard for us because people have gotten back to their, businesses have opened up. The norm has come. Well, we're gonna say new normal because there's no such thing as the norm. Yeah, the new norm. The norm will never come back, but the new normal. People are working. They're doing their thing. So the people that are trying to start businesses and just trying to get themselves, established and do whatever is taking hard. It's hard as crap. So what you do, I'm just gonna speak for people that are trying to start something. What you do is be patient, trust God, and know that what's for you is for you. And their time was in 2020, and they that's when they got theirs. They were favored. Everybody starts, and then they peak. Any star can tell you this. They start at the bottom, and then they peak. They're doing really, really good. These are singers. These are actors. These are anybody. And then after a while, it's like, okay, we tired of y'all. You ain't doing nothing good. You ain't came out with nothing good. Then you go down. And when you go down, people are looking for something new. So just give those 2020 people time to shine and do what they do, because I don't have, hey, hats off. And I'm glad for you guys. I'm that person that's coming behind you guys trying to do something. So I'm hoping that mine will shine. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you stay right here for a moment, but eventually it's gonna, and then, like, what do they say? If you build it, they will come. So I'm building it and I'm hoping people will come. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, guys, thank you so much, Miss Lynn.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here. And I really like this, and I hope that people who has had coronavirus know that, there are after effects. You can read that, it's on Google. There are after effects from some people who has caught it. Some people, there's nothing. But I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, am I the only one? You're not the only one. There are things. Just go on Google, ask your primary physician, and say, hey, I know I had it, but these are the things and symptoms that I am experiencing right now. Is this part of coronavirus? Because there is a such thing as long coronavirus. So what is it called, Miss Lynn?
Long haul.
Oh,
Long haul coronavirus.
Yes.
Okay.
COVID long haul.
COVID long haul. So
Yes.
with that said, guys, I hope that you learned a little something that you didn't know, and if you did know it, just go ahead and do what you need to do. And as always, feel the rumble and
Listen to the roar, and we'll see you guys next week.